You know, our God knows exactly what we need, and sometimes we can worry about a lot of things. Lately, I've had a lot that I could be worried about, anxious about, fearful about, upset over. Really working on trusting God and just being at peace with God and being still and knowing that He is God. And that's something that I'm having to relearn. I had that spirit when I became a Christian at different points in my life as a Christian. Over the last 32 years, I've had this peace, this surrender at times. And then there's other times where I try to find my hope and my joy and my security in doing and in serving and in giving and in all the stuff. And I can start to lose that peace, and I can start to be in my flesh and thinking about things that I shouldn't be worried about, that God should be taking care of. And I just love this passage that talks about how my heart is not proud, my eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with things too wonderful for me or great matters. But instead I've stilled and quieted myself. Like a weaned child with its mother, I am content. I love that picture of like a child in its mother's arms, and just what a beautiful picture that is. I remember when Paula held Eric, our firstborn, at the hospital. She scooped him up in her arms and she held him, and she looked at his face and smiled, and she looked at me. And this is right after the pain of giving birth and of labor, and it was a really hard labor, really hard. They had to bring in a trauma team and everything, and took longer to stitch her up than it did for a C-section rather. And she looked at that little beautiful baby, that miracle of God, and she told me, I just love him so much, and I could have another one right now. And I was amazed. Now that is how a mom is. All the pain was worth it, and she loved him, and she loved him so much she would do it all again right then. And God is that way for us. All the pain that Jesus endured on the cross, He would gladly do again and again and again for you. And He did do it for you, and He loves you, so we can trust Him. He said, if you can't even change a single hair on your head from black to white, and you can't add even an inch to your height, then why do you worry about all the rest? He asked us to trust in God and to trust in Him also. I want to encourage us to be still and know that He is God, and all the things that are worrying you, that you're anxious about, that you're feeling are pressing down on you, let go and let God. He wants to take those burdens from you, and He wants to give you peace, and He wants to give you rest for your soul. I hope you will accept that peace. You'll accept that rest that you need so desperately. I know I do. And man, does it feel good to be out here talking to God and just giving Him every care and burden and worry I have, and just getting at peace in my heart, and just tears of joy in my eyes of gratitude to God. Love you guys.